Why did one NCAA game send the world into a frenzy? Even LeBron couldn't believe his eyes. Stephen Curry's freshman season in college was nothing short of spectacular. He not only set the single-season record for most three-pointers, but also led an underdog team, Davidson College, to an impressive 29-5 record. By his sophomore year, many had already predicted that Davidson would be the Cinderella story of the NCAA season. But once the games began, reality hit hard. Curry and Davidson got crushed by powerhouse programs, losing to North Carolina by 4, to Duke by 6, and taking a blowout loss from UCLA, led by Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love. In one crushing defeat, Curry missed a game-winning three, and Davidson fell short by a single point. Less than 10 games into the season, the team had already racked up 6 losses. With their NCAA tournament hopes hanging by a thread, Davidson had only one path forward. They needed to win their conference tournament to secure an automatic bid. It seemed impossible given the team's morale. That's when head coach Bob McKillop stepped up. He reminded the team, "We may not have elite talent, but if we play together, there's not a team in the country that can stop us." That speech reignited their fire, and Davidson went on an incredible 22-game winning streak, clinching the Southern Conference title and punching their ticket to March Madness. This would be Coach McKillop's 5th trip to the NCAA tournament, but he'd never won a game there. The first-round opponent? Gonzaga. Right from the start, Gonzaga came out blazing. Stephen Gray couldn't miss from deep, sinking 5 straight threes and forcing a timeout. Coach McKillop calmly told Curry to keep his composure. And he did. Coming out of the timeout, Steph responded with an and-one layup. From that moment on, he caught fire. Bombing 3 after 3, Curry led a 17-6 run that flipped the game. Gonzaga's coaches were stunned. How could this skinny kid torch them like this? Curry finished with a game-high 40 points, including 30 in the second half alone, carrying Davidson into the second round. Next up, Georgetown, the number 2 seed, stacked with stars like Roy Hibbert and Patrick Ewing Jr. Before the game, Doc Rivers even joked with Curry's dad Dell, saying, "Better enjoy your son's last game." Nobody thought Davidson stood a chance. And in the first half, it looked like everyone was right. Georgetown used its size to dominate inside. Curry struggled to find his rhythm, and Davidson's offense was ice cold. At halftime, they were down by 17. The bench was silent. But Coach McKillop didn't panic. Smiling, he told the team, "You're doing great. Just remember how we turned it around against Gonzaga." The mood shifted instantly. Davidson came out swinging in the second half. They tightened their defense and attacked in transition. Curry nailed a 4-point play that sparked the comeback. With 12 minutes left, they implemented a full-court press, throwing Georgetown off their game. A flurry of turnovers allowed Davidson to claw back. In the final seconds, Curry hit clutch free throws. Georgetown's final shot missed. Davidson had just pulled off a 17-point comeback, making the Sweet 16 for the first time in 39 years. After that game, Curry became a national sensation. Headlines labeled him the Giant Killer. In a TV interview, Coach K even admitted with regret, "You know, he once interviewed at my school. He was just 5 feet 6 inches then. The next game was against Wisconsin, and now the hype was real." Davidson students showed up in full force, and even a young LeBron James was courtside to witness history. Though he didn't know yet that Curry would one day become his fiercest rival. Curry delivered another masterclass, scoring 33 points and leaving LeBron slack-jawed on the sidelines. Davidson advanced to the Elite Eight. Their next opponent? Top-seeded Kansas, a powerhouse lineup full of future NBA players. But Davidson was ready to go down swinging. The game was a back-and-forth battle. With just 16.8 seconds left, Davidson trailed by only 2. Kansas locked down Curry, denying him any room to shoot. With 2 seconds left, he passed to Jason Richards on the wing. The shot went up and missed. Kansas went on to win the national title that year. But Curry had already won over the hearts of basketball fans. He had shattered the stereotypes that he was too small, too skinny, and couldn't handle physical play. His performance in that tournament proved otherwise. Curry could have easily entered the NBA draft that year, but he chose to stay in school one more year. He wanted to transition to point guard, to show the world he was more than just a shooter. During his junior year, Curry evolved again. He averaged 28.6 points, 5.6 assists, and 4.4 rebounds per game. His scoring dipped slightly, but his improved playmaking became a new weapon in his arsenal. By the time the 2009 NBA draft rolled around, scouting reports couldn't ignore him anymore. But few could have predicted just how far this skinny kid from Davidson would go.